Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salam ala Sayyidina wa Nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. I want you to think of one thing while you're fasting in this month of Ramadan. Think how lucky you are. I don't care where you are in the world, you've always got people that are worse off than you. And think how lucky you are right now. So for example, we're in Britain and we're fasting for about 19 hours right now. But you know what? I think we're very lucky because soon as Ramadan came in, the weather changed, okay? And it's become quite rainy. It's a bit cool, a lot cooler than what it was before Ramadan. We're very lucky, alhamdulillah, we're very lucky, even though it's 19 hours. And when I think about the people that are, that haven't got, there are people in the world that haven't got something for iftar. I can look forward to, alhamdulillah, you can look forward to a good iftar. Many of you can do that, and some people can't. So it's something to seriously think about. There are people right now who probably haven't got something to eat, or they've got something to eat once only, not suhoor or iftar, only one thing, alhamdulillah. Or maybe somebody has got something to eat, fine, but you know what? They are possibly, eating and not fasting. That's another thing. Some people have got enough to eat, but they don't fast. So I'm very lucky to fast in the month of Ramadan. I should say alhamdulillah. Or perhaps people who are actually fasting and they're eating as well, but perhaps they're not doing as much ibadah or much worship. If I'm doing some worship, alhamdulillah. Not to look down on them, but to feel good about myself and to feel good that Allah has made me fortunate. It's a very positive way of looking at life. That Allah has given me tawfiq to fast, made things easy for me, and also given me opportunity to thank Him. That is also something that we should consider. And it could be anything else that you want to say alhamdulillah for, just do it. It's one of the good praises to say, to praise Allah, one of the good phrases to say is alhamdulillah. And if you say it from your heart, the deeper from your heart you say it, the more weighty this will be on the Day of Judgment. In fact, Allah Azza wa Jal says, Allah's Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, "Walhamdulillahi tamla'an." Subhanallah, walhamdulillah tamla'an. Or in one narration, "Walhamdulillahi tamla." So, Subhanallah, alhamdulillah can fill up the scales on the Day of Judgment, or Alhamdulillah itself can fill up the scales on the Day of Judgment. Alhamdulillah can fill the scales up. Why? Because you said it from the heart. So think about how lucky you are and carry on thinking about people and places and things that are less fortunate than you, and you will be a very, very grateful servant of Allah. In fact, you'll change your mindset to a positive one. You'll think about positive things. You'll think about, you'll think that, alhamdulillah, you're lucky. You'll relieve yourself of stress. You'll be light-hearted. You'll walk around with everything you've got happy. You'll be happy. Happily you'll be walking around. And that's a positive thing to have. Not to just think about, if you sit there and think, oh, that person's got it better than me. That person's got it better than me. And she's got it better than me. And he's got it better than me. And they don't have to fast this many hours. And they've got it really lucky. They've got less hours. And they've got this much food. And they've got this. And they've got a better iftar. If you carry on thinking like that, you'll always feel moody. You'll feel down. You'll feel stressed and so on. What's the point of doing that? What's the point of doing that? Always think about people who are less fortunate than you right now. I don't care how fortunate or less fortunate you are. Always think about people lower than you, that have less than you, and you'd always feel good about yourself. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.